there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Victoria, for those of you that are new here. And it's been a while since my last video. I had intended to make this video last week, sit down and make it last week, and I just didn't feel right about it and it didn't work out. But I'm here making the video now, and it's something that I've wanted to talk about for a couple weeks now and something I've been thinking about, and that is goals for the rest of the year. Now, I know that for some people, if you have children or if you're in school yourself, um, back to school season like just started, right? The kids just got back to school, but we're almost done with August. And before we know it, Labor Day weekend will be here. And I don't know about you, but I consider, and I know, there are official days for like the first day of fall and the other seasons, right? By the way, do you say fall or do you say autumn? I'm just curious to know because I know people tend to say different things. When we get to Labor Day, for me, I always think, okay, Labor Day weekend has come and gone, and that's when I consider the start of fall. And honestly, when Labor Day gets here, we've got, about 3.5 months left in the year. Time is moving so fast, y'all. So I've been thinking about what would I like to do as this year wraps up. Now, I'm not someone who will sit down and like write out goals and all that at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the new year. I don't make like New Year's resolutions. And that's just me personally because I feel like the first time I slip up or I fail, I get frustrated. And again, that's just me. For some people, it may be different. But three things have just really been on my mind that I would like to achieve before this year ends. I am looking forward to the end of this year, and I'm looking forward to what 2026 brings. There's some exciting things I'm looking to, but I wrote down my goals, so I'm going to share those with you now as soon as I silence my watch. All right. So three things that I feel are doable in the time that we have left, because, like I said before, time is just going to speed up. Especially, I feel like when October gets here, and some people are looking forward to spooky season or Halloween or whatever, and then the holidays come, and like time it just speeds up, and before you know it, you're like, gosh, this year has just gone by. So anyway, three goals that I feel like I can stick to, and there are other things, but these I feel like are the most important. So the first one is a faith-based goal. Um, and I am a Christian, I am a person of faith. I don't doubt my faith, I don't doubt God, but I feel like I just need like a refresh or like a push or just like a little you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So, and I'm not sure what form that's actually going to take. It could be, maybe like a new Bible study or devotional to start. I have been thinking of visiting some different area churches. Again, I don't, and I know this sounds unclear and ambiguous, but I'm not quite sure what exactly that goal is going to look like, if that makes sense. Was that clear as mud? But yeah, I've just been feeling that tug in my heart that I need like a refresh in my faith, or um, there's just, there's like a missing piece or next step. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. So that's the first goal. And then the second goal is the financial goal. That goal is to pay off debt. So last month, was it last month? Yes, excuse me. Last month, um, I reached a goal of mine and I paid off a debt that I've been working on for 2 years. and it was just like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like, thank you, God. I never want to see that again. So I paid off that debt, and then in December, I'll be done with another one. Actually, no, I'll be done with two because where I'm fortunate enough to work for a company where we get, end of year bonuses. So with part of that, I'm going to go ahead and pay something off, even though I still have time on it. I just want to get it out of the way and just have that weight lifted. So paying off debt, and then the other part, or I guess more debt, and then the other part of my financial goal is I would like to sort of up what I've been investing. So I'm going to tell you some things, just what I know and what works for me. I am not a financial advisor or expert of any kind, but I'm just someone who just knows how to dig into research and try things out. So I have my, my retirement plan, my savings plan from work. Through Fidelity. That's who we use. And then I have some other accounts. Never put all of your savings, investments, and money in one place. Always have like multiple nest eggs. That's the word I'm looking for. Nest eggs. That God forbid if something happened, you could pull from. So one of those that I've had since 2020, and maybe you've heard of it. I invest through Acorns. It is an app. They make it super easy, and I have $15 every Friday deducted from my checking account. It goes into that account, and so that's just another investment piece and another little nest egg that I have. I would really like to up that more, and then so that is a diversified portfolio. But I would like to start investing some more in individual stocks. And I don't want to get too technical, but there are some stocks, I think they're called Dividend Kings. There are two dividend categories, and I'm sorry, y'all. One of them escapes my mind at the moment. Um, but I believe it's the Dividend Kings list, which it's a list of 50 stocks that have shown steady growth for like the last 50 years. So that I kind of let dwindle down, but I want to get that back up some more, just because that I feel like that gives me more control. With the other accounts, financial advisors and things handle those. But I just like to play around with individual things. You may not like to do that, but I do. So I actually do, and I'll link below in the description box for this video. I will link below in one of my Linktree accounts for Acorns that will. Okay, so I went to go look it up to make sure I was telling you the right thing. But for people who set up a new Acorns investment account, Acorns will give you a $40 bonus. Again, I will put that link in the description for you so that you can check it out. I currently have the lowest tier membership with Acorns. It's $3 a month, and I have that because, again, that's not my only account. But there are higher membership tiers that provide more benefits and things. So definitely check it out. Again, I've been, a member with them for 5 years, so I definitely think it is something worthwhile. All right, and then the third goal, which I should feel bad about this one because it's been a long time, and it's a medical goal, or I guess a wellness goal. I am in desperate need of making an eye appointment for new glasses because these are an old prescription. And then also, I am way overdue for a dermatologist appointment. It's just and it's been years, y'all. Like, I'm just going to keep it real. I'll always be honest around here. It's been years since I've seen a dermatologist. And, with being in my 40s now, like, I really, and nothing is wrong, but, it's always good just to have your annual screenings and all those things and just prevent as much as possible. Um, and it's hard to find a new provider, whether it's your doctor, dermatologist, hairstylist, whatever. My optometrist I'm happy with, but with the dermatologist, I don't know. I have no clue. I have nowhere to start. So I think I'm going to ask around at work and see who has the same insurance that I do. And then maybe just, word of mouth and those things, and reviews, online reviews. And hopefully I can see someone before the end of the year. Okay, so those are my three things, my three goals that I feel are sustainable and are, something that I can do before the end of the year. So again, I have the faith-based goal. That's number one. Just figuring out what are my next steps with my faith, or where or what is going to give me that push or that refresh that I'm looking for that I can't quite name. The second goal is the financial goal, and that is paying off additional debt and upping investments in some area. And then my last goal, number three, sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. My third goal is a wellness goal. I need to see my optometrist for, an updated glasses prescription, and I need to find a dermatologist and make that a regular thing. So yeah, those are, the things that I'm hoping to do. I would love to hear your goals and things in the comments below. What are you looking forward to as we wrap up the year? What are you looking forward to going into next year? Maybe something that you're like, oh, you know what? This part of 2025 wasn't the best. Definitely, I love, hearing other people's perspectives and things like that. So thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, you can check out the description box for anything that I mentioned that I have a link for. Hey there, it's Future Victoria, and I just wanted to provide some clarification on when I mentioned the dividend aristocrats versus the dividend kings when I was talking about investing. So dividend aristocrats are companies on the S&P 500 that have, and they pay out, dividends consistently, and they have shown growth for the past 25 years, versus the dividend kings list, which necessarily aren't companies on the S&P 500, but they, are growing and they pay dividends consistently, and they have shown growth for the last 50 years. So that's the difference between those two. And now I'm going to end this vlog and get inside before I melt. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.